So, does the thought of a yummy cupcake bring on feelings of rapture and equal amounts of guilt? Do you dream, obsess, and fantasize about food all day long? Do you worry that one bite of the tastiest food will lead to a loss of control and binge eating? If you relate, you are not alone. Many people are struggling with these exact same issues. Now, in this podcast episode, I'm going to empower you with some practical tools to help you take cake off the pedestal and to develop more food neutrality. I'm Harriet Frew. This is the Eating Disorder Therapist podcast. I sought to support even people to overcome disordered eating and find peace with food. And I've overcome my own food struggles, having had bulimia in the past. Now, do check out my Food Freedom app if you're looking for more support. Let's dive in. And also do subscribe if you're on YouTube. So, 5 ways to take food off the pedestal to experience greater food freedom, peace, and neutrality. So, number 1, stop delaying eating and saving your calories for later. Now, the eating disorder mindset loves to delay eating. There's a warped satisfaction in experiencing that gnawing hunger and knowing that the food will later be consumed piece by piece as a sacred ritual. Now, delaying eating feels safe and preventative of danger. Your mind will tell you that it stops you eating too much. But delaying eating places food in this seductive and overly special place. It is on the pedestal of your day, being the pinnacle of delight to anticipate. It makes you obsessed with food. As you are hungry and distracted, you're counting down the hours. You're probably dreaming about food all day. And once you finally allow yourself to eat, your hunger is probably unbridled and ferocious, and you are highly at risk of overeating and losing control. The food may feel disappointing as well, as so much pressure has been placed on this one eating experience. And you might also get digestive issues as you move from an empty stomach to full on eating. Quite a lot for the body to take. Okay, number 2, allow intentional delicious food into your life. Now, avoiding food that you genuinely like or only allowing it as special and treasured means that food becomes elevated to a heightened sensory proportion. A cake is no longer just a cake. A cake becomes a delectable substance to take you to paradise and beyond. It's become both extraordinary and guilt-inducing, so the emotions around it become extreme. Cake neutrality, or any other food that you are avoiding, can only be achieved by making cake available and allowed. Now, remember back in lockdown and the loo roll crisis, the potential absence of loo rolls created a scarcity and hoarding mindset for many humans. Now, whatever you ban or make scarce becomes the object to focus on, because we are designed for survival. And we don't like scarceness one jot, as it activates fear in the body. So hearing this, you're probably worrying that you will eat 20 cakes in one go if you allow yourself, and that life will wildly unravel out of control with, unbridled freedom that you won't be able to handle. Now, on day 1, you may well desire to eat several cakes, but trust me, the longing will diminish as cake becomes genuinely permitted. You need to be intentional and thoughtful with your initial cake eating to help yourself manage this. So no standing at the cupboard door in a spontaneous munching session, at least not to begin with. Instead, plan to eat it, and preferably after a balanced meal. Your blood sugar will be more stable. You'll be less likely to overeat on it, and you'll be able to manage cravings better. Put the cake on a plate, sit down and eat mindfully, and choose a cake that you genuinely love, not just some protein, high fiber thing that tastes of rubber. You want to eat something you enjoy. And afterwards, distract yourself and move on with your day. Nothing bad will happen. Okay, number 3, go out for a meal for pure enjoyment. So the next time that you're invited out for a meal, don't overthink it. Just don't do it. No planning, no pre-calculating, no obsessing, no scanning of menus for hours on end, no doing all the calorie mental gymnastics, no compensatory exercise in advance to allow the food. Simply go along, take a very deep breath, and trust. Choose something that you genuinely enjoy eating. Now, one meal is just one meal. You will survive it so much better than you can ever anticipate. So chat away to your friends. Be in the moment. And afterwards, know that you have taken a huge step beyond your comfort zone and you've survived it. Well done, you. Well done. Number 4, eat foods that you genuinely like. Sounds obvious, doesn't it? But if you constantly fill up on diet foods, high water content, fruit, vegetables, and the like, not that we want to eliminate those foods, but if you only eat those foods in the main, you'll probably feel bloated and lacking satisfaction from your eating experience. You will also be magnetized towards foods that you're avoiding. So work to get in touch with your personal tastes and preferences rather than being dictated by the eating disorder rules, diet culture rules, anything else. And you might well find that you don't even like some of the foods that you're eating. Okay, that can be quite a revolution. So when you're deprived, any old cake can trigger fear, desire, and a whole manner of obsession. But when you're truly nourished and tapped into authentic likes and dislikes, you can be much more discerning and think, actually, which cake do I really fancy? You will develop awareness of personal cake preferences, really important. Then you can choose to eat these specific ones with joy and show genuine little interest in other cakes. Trust me, it works. Number 5, increase your pleasure quota in life. If you have an eating disorder, you may not know how to self-care, allow sensory pleasure, and to be connected with your body, because food is the pleasure. Food is the dream. Food is where the magic happens. Now, you can still enjoy food in healthy and balanced life proportions, but pleasure can be achieved in countless other ways. And if you have lost touch with your pleasure preferences, think about utilizing the 5 senses of sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch. And you may need to experiment with this for the very first time. Now, allowing pleasure, soothing, and calm in your life will help you find presence in the body and allow food to take its rightful place rather than being center stage. So, how are you creating food neutrality in your life today? What's your main takeaway from this? I would love to know. If you're on YouTube, do share in the comments. Thank you so much for listening and watching the Eating Disorder Therapist podcast. Do subscribe on YouTube for more videos. Do follow, rate, and review. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify or one of the other platforms, do check out my Food Freedom app if you are looking for more support. All the links are in the show notes, and I look forward to sharing another episode with you very soon. Bye-bye.